She said, she'll take me anywhere, she'll take me anywhere, as long as she stays with me. She said, she'll take me anywhere, she'll take me anywhere, as long as I stay clean. Kiss, kiss Molly's lips, kiss, kiss Molly's lips, kiss, kiss Molly's lips, kiss, kiss Molly's lips. This was the absolute drizzling shits. This went over like a fart in church. That's all. Well, I told myself I was gonna finish off this Royal Rumble review thingy, because I did too. I put it off doing a third one, but I figured I'll do this one. And boy, was it the shits. And, watching a lot of videos on YouTube, there's a lot of agreements with that. Like, 2015. And this show, this whole year in wrestling, WWE in particular, was the shits. I don't understand why. It just seemed like it was kind of, we'll focus on this authority thing and then we'll see where that goes. Yeah, I'm not too thrilled to do this, but I figured why not. Hell, I won't even put a lot of effort into this one, but let's see where this goes anyway. So yeah, this is in fact in Philadelphia, where this year's WrestleMania is going to be, and so that's cool. But we have this match in the pre-show. Tyson Kidd and Cesaro with Adam Rose and Natalya, which I'm not quite sure why the fuck Adam Rose was there in the first place. I honestly don't know what his connection was. Obviously, Natalya and Tyson Kidd were going together. They're still are to this day. And they took on the New Day with Big E and Kofi Kingston. Xavier Woods was on the outside, obviously. And funny, yeah, Big E is still out of action at this point. And it's just Xavier Woods because Kofi got injured. But back then, these guys were fairly new, probably just a year. Still heels, still trying to figure it out. They were power positivity, but nobody was buying it. So, yeah, I didn't see this match, but Tyson and Cesaro won. And yeah, you don't think, but I probably have mentioned that Claudio Castagnoli, Cesaro, was a pretty good tag team wrestler. You have him with Tyson, you have him with Sheamus, somebody else that I'm leaving out, I'm sure. Then we go on to the main card. You got the Ascension of Connor and Victor, who defeated the New Age Outlaws. Now, I thought it was very cool that they came back. Unfortunately, it was the fucking PG era, so the intro reminds me of, you listen to the radio and certain words have to be cut out or, blurred or whatever. And Road Dogg couldn't say, your ass better call somebody, so it was not really that bad, but at the time it was lame. This match was good. Billy Gunn hit the famous, you have Road Dogg do the shake, rattle, roll, but Ascension were obviously the stronger team. And I mean, you look at these two guys, and I mean, you have the Ascension, you have Bram, who was in the beginning with Victor when they first came out. He left, went to Impact, and then Connor came in. That kind of apropos because now Connor is in Impact, or I guess now TNA. And it was like, yeah, this team comes over from NXT to Raw, and they completely are McMahonized, if you will. You know, it's bad enough they had the cartoonish look. Now they have to cut up former take teams of the past. What it was like, really? Why? We have the WWE Tag Team Championships. The Usos. Versus Mizdow. And you know, I feel bad for Aaron Rex. I really fucking do. Because this didn't need to happen. Damien Sandow is the Miz's stunt double. And the thing is that they won the Tag Team Championships at some point, but you have the Miz with the real titles, and then you have Sandow holding two replicas. Or maybe toys, I don't even know. It wasn't clever. Okay, yeah, it was. I'll give you this, it was clever. It was just stupid. Like, once again, Aaron Rex was not what the WWE was looking for, or at least Vince. It really pissed me off because you have a guy that could have been the Intercontinental Champion, or whatever, maybe the US Champion. He gave him Money in the Bank, but for what? He fucking lost it to Cody Rhodes. And then, you know, they were a tag team, obviously. Then that whole bullshit happened. And this match was just Miz refusing to take Damien in. The Usos beat the shit out of the Miz, for the most part, and retain the titles. So, that's fucked up. You know, that didn't need to happen. And of course, shortly after, Aaron Rex goes to Impact Wrestling, TNA. He was good for a while, and then they fucked up his character, like maybe 2 years later. So, you have a match. The Bella Twins, who defeated Paige and Natalya. Yes, Natalya still sucked. I was never a fan anyways, but yeah, Paige. And I mean, her career, you know, in WWE, yeah, she had been the youngest NXT champion, the women's. And then, of course, she was the Divas champion. She had that stupid feud with AJ Lee, but this match was fine. The Bellas obviously worked well together. And I mean, yeah, Paige and Natalya had a few good moves put in there. But yeah, it would have been interesting in 2015 if the women's tag team titles were in that era. Because you had Team Bad, you had the Bellas, you had Paige and Natalya. You know, I'm sure there's something else I'm missing. So yeah, it was kind of, you know, that was fine. So you have the triple threat match for the World Heavyweight title, the WWE World Heavyweight title, excuse me. Yeah, you know, and that's the other thing too, because you know, you have Seth Rollins, who was already Money in the Bank. and he's put in this match. Like, it was fine to see John Cena and Brock Lesnar. That would have been fine enough, but no, couldn't do that. Gotta fucking throw in the Money in the Bank winner. And I mean, this was a good match. I will say this. This was the better match. But, I mean, it was basically who could pin who. And then, you know, German suplex from Brock. You know, suplex after suplex, obviously. And just Seth doing a couple curb stomps. And then you have, you know, Joy Matthews and James Gibson who interfere in the match. I fucking hate the Authority, and I'm glad they're gone. It's a stupid gimmick. Stupid stable, I should say. But yeah, Brock Lesnar retained. And obviously, you know what happened. WrestleMania 15. Seth cashed in anyways, which I think was actually a smart thing. You know, I think about it sometimes and I'm like, yeah, it was pretty smart to cash in at WrestleMania. Because obviously, and even Seth didn't know that he was going to do it. So, then you have the 30-man Royal Rumble. I will say the only good thing about this was having Bubba Ray Dudley come back. Now, Bully Ray had his contract up in TNA, and there was those rumors that, yeah, he was gonna return to the company. That was cool. He showed up shortly after, you know, Devon came back. They reunited as the Dudley Boys. Unfortunately, couldn't get the damn tag team titles because reasons, and that was bullshit. So, yeah. Anyways, I also had Diamond Dallas Page. You know, you have Boogeyman. Yeah. Kane and Big Show basically beat the shit out of everyone else and near the end. And it's just shit. I mean, Daniel Bryan got thrown out, and obviously he was the pick. I mean, he fucking won last year, but everybody wanted him to win. I mean, yeah, he never won a Rumble. It's a shame, but that's the way it is. And then you have The Rock come out. And assisting Roman Reigns for a bit. And then Roman was on his own. He eventually threw out Rusev. And then you have the end where bloodied Roman Reigns gets his hand held high by The Rock. And yeah. And you could tell The Rock, Dwayne Johnson rather, because this was a shoot. You could tell he was pissed. I don't blame the crowd. I really don't. I think Roman Reigns was forced down people's throats. Just like fucking Hulk Hogan. Just like fucking John Cena. The only difference is John Cena had fucking charisma. I will say this, you know. In 2020, he was starting to reinvent himself. And Roman Reigns is your longest WWE Universal Champion or whatever. Then it's like, I get it. I think it's cool. Well, run its course, and it's starting to. Like this year, I think he should lose the title at WrestleMania, but only time will tell. But this was the absolute shits, and I think that at the end, you have the interview, and Dwayne just is furious at the interviewer, and it's like, you can't dictate to people what they should like. Anyways, there's your Royal Rumble reviews for this week. I'm sorry that it had to end like that. I was trying to figure out what else to do, and I looked at my video selection from the years for Royal Rumble reviews, and I didn't do a 2015 one for some reason, so yeah. Anyways, talk to you later. Bye.
So you know that them cutting WCW was a long time coming. I don't think that's the case at all. If you look at some of his earlier interviews, like